So, hey guys, guess what? I'm a real YouTuber now. HUION sent me this tablet for review. It's the HUION 420, and here's all the specs that it comes with for this model they sent me. And we're going to do an unboxing and a speed paint to go along with it. I have not seen the inside of this yet, so this is the first time. I should say though, when it came, this part was open. I feel I should mention that it wasn't taped. So hopefully they tape it in the future, but mine didn't have this part taped. And then, doot. Thank you for choosing HUION. And I really hope I'm pronouncing it right. So there's a little code, and the character's really cute. Thank you for choosing HUION. Our goal is for you to be 100% happy with your new HUION product. If you need any assistance, please don't hesitate to contact us, and we shall be glad to help you in every way possible. I want to point this out, since they've been contacting me, this is 100% true. They have been extremely diligent with replying to my emails. So that's something I really wanted to say was a positive, because I've had a couple of people try to get me to send products in the past, and they were very, very, very negligent in their customer service aspect. So I was really happy with how fast HUION was. So this must be the tablet, which is really small. This is actually the smallest tablet I've ever worked on. But I am excited to try this tablet out. I wonder, okay, so there's the cord where the cord will go in. And there's no hotkeys, but I am excited to try this out. So here must be the pen, which, if I can get this out. There's the tape in. Oh, it actually comes with an eraser this time. I know most HUIONs don't come with an eraser, so this one has one. Oh, I wonder what that'll do. Well, I figured out in the time being. So it's got that, it's got the button keys. I like that it pushes out for the button keys. My buddy Anna has a HUION tablet, and hers don't pop out, so I'm happy to know these pop. This is a lot like my Cintiq one. Let's see. Here must be, they sent me some replacement nibs and a little ring. And then under here should be the info. Yay! Okay, so this might be silly, but I'm happy they sent me a disc. Most HUION videos I've seen, they have like a way to download it like digitally. I prefer having discs. I don't know if anybody else does, but I'm happy they sent me a graphic tablet little disc. And here is the wire for it. So this was like my old tablet before I had my Cintiq, where all you would have to do is, the tablet doesn't need any plug. Well, it needs a plug, but it doesn't need a power outlet. You would plug it in here. As long as I'm not an idiot. Yep. And then you just plug it into your computer, and it's good to go. So that tells me this probably doesn't need to be charged, which is also a very positive thing. So I'm going to test this tablet out, and I'll see you guys in a minute. So hey guys, would you believe me that this is actually the 4th or 5th time I'm recording this chunk of the audio, because we're at the speed paint portion of the review. Also, quick little thing, if I sound weird, I'm getting over a cold, hence that's why that is. And a couple things I need to explain. I don't believe I said this in the unboxing. I probably did, and if I did explain it, then I'm just going to cut this little part out. But HUION did send me this tablet for review, but I explained to HUION, which they were very understanding, that I was going to be 100% honest in my review. Even though they did send me the tablet, this is not going to be a 100% positive review, and by that I don't mean it in a negative way. I have seen many unboxings and many reviews of people saying just positive things about products, and it's always made me wary. Now, on that note, there really weren't a lot of negatives with this tablet. I was honestly very surprised. Not that HUION's a bad company, I have seen their reviews and I believe they make amazing products. It's just the fact that this is, by far, the smallest tablet I have ever worked on. Even back before I had my Wacom Cintiq, which is what I use for work, I had a Wacom Intuos Large, so I never had the small Bamboo or a lot of other tinier tablets that people start off with. So working with this was a challenge because I was used to a bigger space, but I was surprisingly able to get used to this tablet within 2 hours of playing around with it. It is extremely pressure sensitive, which is good if you're into that kind of thing. The installation was extremely easy. Another very good thing that I liked that I sort of miss was the fact that it only has one wire, and by that you only need the USB to plug it in. You don't need to charge it. The other model, because I have the 420, there is a HUION H420, I believe, and that has hotkeys, that has a wireless mode, and it comes with a rechargeable pen. In my unboxing, since it was a blind unboxing, I originally thought the pen was a normal tablet pen. By that, it's what I'm used to, so no batteries or anything required, and I was wondering what that clicky bit was. As it turns out, it is a battery pen. It isn't a rechargeable pen, so the battery life depends on the battery you have within the pen. Has an on-off switch, and in the little handbook, it says that it has an auto sleep mode, and to get it off the sleep mode, you just gotta tap the nib on something, and it wakes it out of sleep mode. Another very helpful thing is whenever the pen is touching the tablet, it lights up so you know the tablet's on, which was very helpful for me because that was something I was worried about since I had never drawn with a pen tablet that, needs a battery. So the fact that every time I touched it, this little blue light came on, that made me very happy, made me feel better. Might have been green, but I believe it was blue. The lighting in my room isn't that good, so it was on that hue spectrum. I actually completed the entire speed paint you're watching with the tablet. I didn't use my Cintiq. I guess a con would be it doesn't have hotkeys, but realistically, with the tablet being as small as it is and the H24 420 model having hotkeys, I don't think you need hotkeys. It's an extremely small tablet. I was able to sit it on my computer and draw this super easy. It's extremely compact, so I think it's a great thing. By that I mean, it really didn't take up any space on my desk, and like I said, I liked the one wire because something with Wacom is they say they have one wire, but it's really 4 wires connected to one wire, and it's not as nice, and that's why I kind of have wire mess in my workspace, which is something that's always bothered me. So going back to just a USB plug-in was nice. It made me remember back when I started off with a faceless tablet. Now, another really good thing is this tablet is extremely cheap. This has to be the cheapest tablet I've ever seen that works amazing. I've kind of played around with cheap tablets before, and they really didn't do it for me. But this one was, like I said, within 2 hours I was able to make the painting you're watching before you now. I know a lot of people saying that, oh, well, using this would be it'd take 2-3 weeks, and I was able to get used to it really quickly. Another thing is the small space is very small, but I actually didn't notice it that bad. It registered my computer screen really well, and while I was used to my Cintiq, I was able to get the hang of it really easy, so I think that's good for you too. I also think, since the holidays are coming up, and HUION was nice enough to give me a link, there is a link in the description, it'll be the first link you'll see below, where you can pick up your own copy, because seriously, this would be a great gift for somebody. I mean, I would get it for someone if they wanted to start doing digital art. Now, as a con, since I have worked on bigger tablets in the past, I wouldn't say get this if you already have a big tablet or if you have a screen tablet, unless you're maybe traveling a lot, because I can totally see this for traveling. I would love to take this on a plane, since I don't have an iPad or a Cintiq, I think it's called Companion or something, where it's just the drawing tablet. So if you're on a plane and you want to take your computer with you, I totally think this tablet could totally be great for plane traveling if you want to draw on a plane. So like I said, it really isn't that good or reasonable if you have a bigger tablet to go to a smaller tablet. But if this is your first tablet you ever want to get, I totally suggest it. You won't be breaking the bank. It'll help you get used to a tablet and digital programming, and it will help you just learn how to use a tablet. Another con, which this is more of a personal preference for me, it is a smudge magnet. I hate seeing smudges on faceless tablets since they show up a lot more, since you can't, there's no screen on it, so when you look down, you're just ugh. I don't know if that's just the tablet or if I have really greasy fingers, so I had to use a smudge guard, which is what I use to draw normally. HUION did not supply this, but I know other models of HUION give smudge guards. I've seen that in unboxings, so that's another positive, and smudge guards are also really cheap, so this could be a great present for someone, or if you're younger, you could ask your parents for the holidays or for a birthday gift to be hey, I really want to get into digital art. This tablet is really cheap, and it has great reviews on it, because it really does. And I'm also extremely happy that HUION sent me this tablet and didn't send me the, Jimungo, the huge face one that everyone's been using, because I constantly tell people all the time. You don't need a Cintiq. You don't need a big face tablet to work. You don't. I started off with a tablet like this, granted a little bigger, but I know tons of people who've worked on tablets even smaller than this starting out. So that's why I totally recommend this product. I'm extremely happy HUION contacted me to do this review because it really makes me feel special. And I'm actually really happy to have this tablet now. So if anything was to happen, I have a backup tablet. So with that, I will let the music take it away. And I thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!
Okay, so the HUION company asked me to do an unboxing and review as well as a demonstration for this pen tablet. It's the HUION USB pen tablet 420. So yeah, let's get started. Alright, they gave me a thank you card. It comes with a thank you card. Looks really cute. Aww. Alright, I'll put that there. And this is the tablet. Wow. Look how tiny this is. It's so light. Look how thin. Sheesh. Compared to my hand. Wow, that's pretty cool. I'm used to larger tablets, so this will be very interesting. And this is the pen it comes with. Alright. I'm gonna take it out. Okay. What's that for? I guess I'll find out when I set it up and start using it, but wow, okay. And I guess these are more pen drawing nibs. Oh, right. Let's look underneath. USB cord. Alright. And the installation disc, I'm guessing. Okay, so I'll deal with that when I start installing it. Let's see if I can get this out. Yeah. Alright, I have two manuals. I guess one's for the Mac and one's for the Windows. Very good. I will look at this when I install and start using the program. Very good. Okay, so that's everything that comes with this drawing tablet. I'm gonna go ahead and install this in, and I'll show you what it can do. Okay, so the first thing I should mention before getting into this whole tablet review is that I usually like to draw my line art images by hand and then scan them into the computer to work on. So that's exactly what I'm doing here in this video. It's something that I always do, and it's what I'm most comfortable with, so if anyone else likes to do it this way too, I'm showing you that you can do it with this pen tablet. Okay, so I can only compare a tablet like this one to the ones I've used before, which are the Wacom Cintiq and the Wacom Bamboo pen tablet. Those tablets have a much larger surface than the HUION one I was working with here, so it took me a while to get used to it. I also used a hand glove, which is not included with the tablet, but I would recommend getting one for any tablet because, well, the glove would prevent any hand oils on the tablet surface. Hand oils can make the tablet sticky and unattractive. That's just a personal preference, so I'm suggesting it, but you can do whatever you want. So comparing this HUION tablet to the Wacom Bamboo pen tablet that I used to use, I personally liked my Wacom better because it's larger. I prefer larger surfaces. There's that, and there were more pen adjustment setting options, so I could calibrate it more to the screen how I would want it. With the HUION, it has its limitations, but it's still workable nonetheless. You can see that I'm using it okay in the video. You're also able to use hotkeys on this tablet as well, but I never use hotkeys like ever, so I never even fiddled with the hotkeys on this tablet, so they were totally no use to me, but they're there, just to let you know. I am used to using the keyboard keys for my shortcuts. Also, I wanted to mention that the pen that I was examining in the beginning of the video, the button on its end is its on and off switch. It's a battery operated pen and the battery is not included, so you'd have to be sure to have some on hand if you want to operate this tablet. One more comparison I can make against the Wacom tablet compared to this tablet I'm using now is that this tablet is very affordable. I think it's like currently around $25 on Amazon. The Wacom pen tablet that I used to work with, I think I may have gotten that from around $60. I looked again and it's much more costly now, so when I bought it, it might have been on sale or something. But yeah, it's a lot more expensive now. So this small HUION tablet is very affordable and would make a great gift for someone who is just starting out in the digital art world. I would have personally have loved to have one of these when I was a kid, just starting out. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and talk about the problems that I had with this pen tablet. I don't know if you can tell, but I did not have the pressure sensitivity enabled throughout this whole coloring process. This pen tablet was supposed to be pressure sensitive, but since I'm a lazy bum and didn't uninstall my Cintiq driver, I got this glitch which would close my Photoshop program every time I tried to open it while having the HUION pen tablet enabled. The pen tablet worked just fine on when I opened up other art programs on my computer. They wouldn't crash, just my Photoshop. It was kind of weird, so when I exited out of the HUION tablet icon display bar thingy, the pen would turn into default mode, but at least I'd then be able to open up my Photoshop program without it crashing. When this was happening, I couldn't figure out the problem for the longest of time, so I tried installing it on my sister's laptop, and it worked just fine on her Photoshop, and then I tried installing it onto my brother's computer, and it worked just fine on his Photoshop as well. So then I remembered that I once heard from other reviewers that the HUION tablets will not run right with other tablet drivers installed. So regardless of that being the case, I colored up this image on Photoshop on the default settings because I'm a lazy bum and I didn't feel like uninstalling my Wacom. And so I went without the pen pressure settings. And because of that, you can see that my strokes are evenly thick. But I really didn't care at that point. I was just happy that my Photoshop program finally worked. And as you can see, I was able to color up this picture okay regardless of having the pen pressure program disabled. Though for a few times I had to plug and unplug the USB cord for it to work, but it finally worked for me, so that's what I did. It worked. It was a bit of a pain to color the image without the pin pressure, but I've colored lots of pictures in the past without it, so I am fairly used to it. All in all, this is a good tablet to start out with, and I would recommend it to any beginner artist. You could just upgrade later, but first starting out, if you're on a tight budget, this is a good one to try out. So that's it for this review. I hope someone out there found it to be helpful. So I'm gonna go now. Take care, everyone, and have a great day. Oh, by the way, I should have mentioned this earlier, but this character I'm drawing, his name is Handsome Jack, and he's from a Borderland game series. So some people would know that, but those who don't play the games, that's who it is. He's from a video game. Okay, I'm gonna go now. Bye-bye.
Hello everyone. HUION contacted me and asked to review one of their tablets, which is a fantastic honor. I've honestly been curious as to how these tablets handle since they first surfaced on the market, so being given the opportunity to review one was an exciting turn of events. I ordered this one off of Amazon. Links will be provided down below for those who are interested, and if you want an inexpensive alternative and are starting out in the field of digital art, this is a great entry-level tablet. For this review, I was accompanied by my lovely sister, Kelsey, who took it upon herself to unpackage the tablet while I filmed. Unboxing was easy, everything is snugly placed in a compact and concise package. There wasn't any struggle or fumbling around, and everything was accessible and easy to understand. The only thing I wish to bring attention to would be the tablet pen. This isn't what I would call a deal breaker, but something that potential buyers should be aware of. It takes a battery and does not come with one. So if you want to leap into using your tablet right when you receive it, be sure to purchase some AAA batteries ahead of time. The tablet is very receptive to strokes, and the texture of the pad feels similar to paper. Now, unfortunately, I have a lot of eye-hand disconnect because I use a screen tablet. So after I drew these simple sketches, I passed it over to Kelsey, who's also an artist. She's been looking into getting back into digital art and needed a new tablet. This little guy seemed perfect for her to do so. Asked her opinion of it and how she felt it handled, and to quote her directly, the tablet is good for the price. It took some adjusting for her, but she's out of practice by a few years. It doesn't feel cheap or poorly manufactured. The small size doesn't feel limiting to her, at least. It's not that large, but she draws small like I do. Once you download all the drivers, it's responsive and doesn't lag. I asked her if it's a good price tablet to get back into digital art with, and she said for the price it is, yeah, if you don't want to commit to something more expensive yet. And there you have it. I hope this review was helpful to those who have been looking at various tablets and want to break into the realm of digital art. Thank you again to HUION for the tremendous opportunity. It was a joy to finally get to use one of their tablets, and I hope to do so again in the future. Until next time, guys. Bye!